Hi, this is Tatiana from Tatiana Math Resource, and our topic today is trigonometric ratio. Our objectives are 1. Explain the trigonometric ratio or SACOT. Label a right angle triangle. Identify the adjacent side, the opposite side, and the hypotenuse. And then finally, apply the trigonometric ratio to calculate the missing side of a right angle triangle. Here we have our trigonometric ratio, OHS, that represents sine theta. The O is for opposite. The H is for the hypotenuse. It's opposite over hypotenuse. AHC is cos theta, is adjacent over the hypotenuse. The A stands for adjacent and the H stands for hypotenuse. OAT, tan theta. The O stands for opposite and A stands for adjacent. Here is our right angle triangle. We represent the right angle by a square box. This time it's red. And then we have angle theta. The side of the triangle that's opposite the right angle is known as the hypotenuse. The side that is right next to the theta angle is the adjacent. And the side that is right opposite theta is the opposite side of the right angle triangle. Example 1. Here we have our trig ratios, which are going to guide us in completing this example. Here is our right angle triangle. This is our right angle here, and this is theta, is 56 degrees. So the side that is opposite the right angle is known as the hypotenuse. This right angle has a length of 8 centimeters, and we are trying to find y. So let's label the other sides of this right angle triangle. So 8 centimeters, this side would be the adjacent. And the side right opposite 56 degrees will be our opposite side. So now we're trying to find the hypotenuse and we were given the adjacent. So which trigonometric ratio does that represent? It is cos, adjacent, and hypotenuse. Here we have cos theta is equals to the adjacent over hypotenuse. So let's fill in what we know. Cos theta, theta is 56. The adjacent is 8 centimeters. And we don't know the hypotenuse. It's represented by y. So the next step is to cross multiply. And when we do that, we'll get y times cos 56 equals 8 times 1. We will get 8. We want to find y, so we have to make y the subject. So y is equals to 8 over cos 56 degrees. Put that into your calculator. Make sure that your calculator is in the DEG mode, and you should get 14.3 to 1 decimal place. Example 2. Again, we're going to have our trigonometric ratios here. Here's our right angle triangle. We have one side is 10 centimeters. Then we have B. The angle, 90 degrees. The side that is right opposite is the hypotenuse. Then we have the opposite. Right opposite theta, right opposite 72 degrees. So what's left is the adjacent. So now we want to find B, the opposite, and we know the hypotenuse. Which trigonometric ratio does that fit? At opposite and hypotenuse, sine. So sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So let's fill in what we know. Theta is 72. The opposite is what we are trying to find, which is B, and the hypotenuse is 10. We're going to cross multiply. 10 times sine 72 is equals to B. And B times 1 will give us back B. We're trying to find B, so we're just going to, in this case, we just multiply. We're not going to be dividing here. So B is equal to 10 times sine 72 degrees. Plug that into your calculator. You should get 9.5 centimeters to 1 decimal place. Example 3. Here is our right angle triangle. We have the 90-degree angle. We have our theta, 35 degrees. Let's have our trigonometric ratio here as a guide. We're gonna identify the sides of this right angle triangle. We have one side is 11 centimeters and the other side is C. So let's label the right angle. The side that's right opposite is the hypotenuse. Then we have the opposite, right opposite theta, right opposite 35 degrees. And then we have the adjacent, right next to 35 degrees. So we want to find the adjacent, and we know the opposite. Opposite and adjacent, which trigonometric ratio does that fit? And it is tan. Tan theta is equals to opposite over the adjacent. And we know that the O comes first, so opposite is our numerator, and A will be the denominator, which is the adjacent. Filling what we know, theta is 35 degrees, the opposite is 11 centimeters, and we are trying to find C. So we have tan 35 degrees over 1 is equals to 11 over C. We're going to cross multiply. That is going to give us C times tan 35 degrees equals 11. We want to find the length of C, the length C. So we're going to make C the subject. That's going to give us C equals to 11 over tan 35 degrees. Plug that into your calculator. It's going to give you 15.7 to 1 decimal place. Remember, keep your calculator, or make sure that your calculator is in DEG mode. This is Tatiana from Tatiana Math Resources. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to like, to share to any friends you think that this video would help, and leave a comment. Thank you.